Hello. Welcome to my page. My name is Bella and I go by the Bella Fix. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've deleted this piece of this vlog probably like 6 times. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. This vlog is going to talk about habit stacking, and I emphasize habit stacking because sometimes you don't have all the time in the world to do the things that you need to do for yourself. What is habit stacking? Okay, and yes, I am literally getting right into it, so get a note, pen, and paper. Let's go. Habit stacking is when you take all of the things that you need to do for yourself, or the things that you like to do, like obviously a habit, a hobby, and you do them at the same time. It cuts down on time. It allows you to be more productive, and sometimes you feel more fulfilled a lot faster and easier without feeling like you're doing too much all in one day, or too much in the morning or too much at night. Habit stacking transitions things. It smooths things out, okay? And I want to talk about habit stacking because it is so important for me and my family as an autism mom, as a mom of a family that is very much surrounded by special needs and therapies and all of that, especially in New York City, for me to habit stack. How do I habit stack so that I can be a fully present mom, be the operations manager of this house, not pour from an empty cup, okay? Still get hours of sleep, like decent hours of sleep, like 6 to 7. But realistically, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't sleep for 6 hours. My body wakes up 4 to 5. I don't know why. It's just my circadian rhythm. I wake up 4.5 hours, 5 hours tops. I do not sleep for more than that. But I do intentionally make sure to take a good night's rest at least twice a week, where I do get 7 to 8 hours. And I feel like that kind of rounds off the other days where I don't sleep for more than 5 hours. So the normal person will sleep 6 to 7 hours, sometimes 8 or 9. Again, I'm a special needs parent. My brain is just wired a little differently, and I tend to sleep a little less. And yes, that is a real thing. So habit stacking for me allows me to not pour from an empty cup, be present with my kids, still be the operations manager for the house, which means take care of the bills, make sure that all of these schedules are running smoothly, coordinate events with other family members and for my own kids, advocacy for my child, still have me time, and also still have alone time with hubby, still plan date nights, still clean the house, get things rolling as far as food shopping, just everything, okay? Habit stacking for me works. Now, let's get into my habit stacking. My habit stacking begins in the morning, okay? And the way I do it, I'm gonna just be completely frank, I kind of cheat, okay? I habit stack by clustering things together. Let me show you what I mean, okay? I'm gonna take you guys to the door. Okay, so the way I habit stack in the mornings, when I wake up in the morning, I go immediately outside to the bathroom, I rinse my face, I use the bathroom, and then I come back into the room. When I come back into my room, I have 3 things here. I have my pens, I have my gratitude journal, and then I also have my Nutrafol, which is the pills I take, the supplements that I use for my hair growth. I have all of those things right here. Immediately, when I grab my pen, I grab my Nutrafol, and I grab my red light therapy mask. That is giving me 3 things that I'm supposed to habit stack in the morning that I automatically do together. So I'm taking care of my mental health by fulfilling my cup with my emotional self, checking in with myself through my journal. I'm taking care of my skin through my red light therapy, and then I'm still giving myself my supplements with my Nutrafol. I do all of that in one shot. Now, when I'm done with this and I go take a shower, I do whatever I have to do outside, and I have time to come back in and finish my routine, when I'm going to shower and I come home, when I come out to the room, I have my other stack. So I have all of my skincare products that I use routinely almost ritually, daily, weekly, whatever you want to say. These are my Bible. So I have my deodorant that I use carp. I like to say carp, it's just easier. I have my EOS body mist, and then I have my Body Shop body mist. I am an oil girly, okay? I have my oils in the back. I do not really use lotion. If I do, it's gonna be Naturium Glow Getter, which I literally just ran out. It's coming in the mail today. And then I have my perfumes. So when I come out of the shower, I am grabbing my deodorant, I'm grabbing my oils, one of my oils, which right now I'm using, I have Cyclar in the back, Saltaire, and then I also have Naturium, which you can't really see. I'm not gonna grab it because I'm too short and I am tippy-toeing right now. But those are my oils, those are my go-to oils. I use my oil, and then I finish, if I'm gonna stay home, I use a body mist. I only use the Body Shop or EOS. I tend to go towards the Body Shop more. It's just kind of like my signature scent, and that is the shea butter. If I'm going outside, I'll still bring obviously my deodorant, my oil, and then I'll grab one of my perfumes. I cheat. That is how I habit stack. I do not forget my skincare. Every day I'm writing in my gratitude journal. I am doing my red light therapy mask every single day, you know, and I'm doing my supplement. I'm also a neat freak. So as I'm grabbing these things, I do also have my sleep mask, my hair mask, my chin thing, I don't know how to call it, but everything that I use at night is back here. So when I wake up, I take it all off and I put it back there, and as I'm grabbing everything else, if that makes sense. So that is a perfect example of habit stacking. You are doing 3 things at once or 3 things at once. In this case, I am really taking care of myself, and I do all of this the bottom shelf alone. The bottom shelf alone takes me 10 minutes. I'm usually supposed to do this for like 20 minutes, but because I do it so routinely, I only do it for 10 minutes. I do it every day. And then the top, it just comes natural to me. You know, it takes me less than 10 minutes to lather myself, you know, with oil and my body mist, and I put my deodorant, you know, I get the works done. So let's go to skincare. Moving on to my skincare routine and my makeup. You guys are gonna see that right now. So I'm gonna just show you how I do this. And I'm gonna move back so you guys can understand something. Yes, I watch Love Island, mind your business. I have an amazing vanity. I have a beautiful vanity, but if you notice, a lot of my items are not even there. Like, it's all pretty empty. Why do I have an empty vanity? I don't. However, my daughter is autistic. She is very sensory seeking. Remember, we discussed this in a previous vlog. Sensory seeking versus sensory avoidant. She is definitely more on the sensory seeking side, and she loves textures, things that she can play with, things that she can mix. And what better objects, what better things to mix than makeup? So I have a lock on my drawers, and the way this works is, you know, I lock it up and she can't get into it. Very simple. But the way I work to make my life a little easier is I have one side is makeup / jewelry, and then my other side is strictly skincare. So how does that work for me? When I sit down, I am immediately in my chair, clearly. I come and I sit here and I am opening my skincare drawer first. I have all of my serums together. Which serum I'm gonna use for the day, my serums, my moisturizers, my SPF. I am putting all of that on first. And then I transfer to my makeup side, which usually, if I'm gonna be completely frank, I do not do a lot of makeup anymore. I can do a full face. Your girl is a certified makeup artist, but I don't. I tend to do what I'm doing right now. And what this consists of, CC cream from It Cosmetics. I use this, and then I will put on a little bit of a lip stain, and then I have my Bad Gal mascara. I will put one side setting spray, and I'm done. That is what I do. And I have some little, you know, eyelash going on, and I use the Sephora eyelash brushes. I mean, eyebrows. But that's kind of what I do here. But everything is locked away, okay? I lock everything up. And this is for, you know, special needs. For my beautiful kid. I gotta make sure I am not constantly buying makeup because sometimes it can be really expensive. Now, on to the next thing that helps me habit stack. And just honestly makes my life a little easier. I am a creator, okay? I have had this YouTube vlog for almost a year, so I'm constantly using tools. I have my own basket, I guess, or drawer of all of my gadgets, and I keep them in order because it just makes it a lot faster for me to grab and go if I'm running late or if I am just on the go and need to grab something. I know exactly where it is. So let me show you how that looks. These are my baskets. I have my content basket, my gadget basket basically. I have my tripods back there. I have 4 of them. Each one has its own use. Because I used to have a Sony ZV-1F. I still have it, but I don't use it. What I'm using right now is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That is what I vlog on. That is what I use. This is like Bible, okay? So this is my content drawer, my creator gadget drawer, basket, whatever. And the way I use this is so simple, but I have all my lights here, my mics, all of my Bluetooth mics here, my laptop camera. I have my I don't even know what these are called, but this is like the adapter, the mount. I needed to buy extra. I usually buy 2 of everything. I don't know why, but I have this thing, like I always get 2 of everything. So I have 2 mounts of multiple things. Like these are a godsend. And like I said, I use a DJI. So a lot of my things are catered to a DJI. Like I have a DJI specific light. All of these lights are the big lights for my phone, but also DJI lights. I have an insane big Husky light. Listen, if you know, you know. And then all of these are mounts, and also like the selfie stick tripod. I have 2 different versions, the magnet and the one that you can just attach. Everything is right here for me. So when I am done with everything that I have to do and I need to grab something, I know exactly where it is in each corner. I can actually send someone to grab me my light. It just makes life easier, and this is the best way for me to do it. On to my next basket. This is gonna be weird, but I have a glasses drawer. My kid was in here messing with it. But I have all of my blue light lenses in here, and my running glasses, and then my watch bands. I have an Apple Watch. If you know me for years now, I've always been a regular watch girly, an automatic watch, but since I do a lot of fitness stuff and I'm always active, I switched over to an Apple Watch. And I don't like having one band, so I'm constantly switching these out. These are so fun. These remind me of me growing up in the 90s. Yes, I'm old. I don't care. Y'all still love me. So this is here, and this is just the fastest way for me to find things. I just, you know, I'm obsessed. I'm not even gonna hold you. It just makes my life so much easier. Last few things that I habit stack is my reading nook. I have a beautiful couch over there, and I have the ottoman that goes with it to like put your feet, so I can kind of transfer that over there. But I have my reading nook. I sit here and I have my actual book here, right, that I can physically take out. And I have something right here under my TV. I have a TV flat screen up there. I have like a magnet here. And what that does is I put my phone up. I prop my phone up when I don't want to physically read and I just want to listen to an audiobook. I put my phone up there, I let it play, and I sit here peacefully. I have a light right here that plays into, like, I did a makeshift situation. It's not broken. I just kind of like it like this so it doesn't move, because my daughter will take this out and break it. This light works for 2 different reasons. Sometimes I will flip it this way And then if I want some ambiance with some music and just like, just chill, listening to music while I'm reading my book, I will turn on this light and it will cast into my couch. But I use this light specifically to work out. Let me show you guys. This light goes right there. And obviously it's a little bright right now, so you can't really see. But at 5 o'clock in the morning, this changes multiple different colors. It's like the perfect light to work out in. So it sets the mood. I do a lot of my Pilates here. And once again, I'm habit stacking. I am listening to a podcast. I tend to listen to like Mel Robbins a lot, actually. Or I'll listen to like a serial killer documentary. Or, I'll listen to my book while I am working out and doing Pilates. Or if I'm going to do legs, I have a bench, I have my weights, and I also have something here. I actually have a bench machine. I have a leg machine situation. I will take a picture of it soon and then I'll post it in one of my shorts. But I'm habit stacking. So by the time that I finish, I want to say when I'm leaving my room to go outside for the actual day, I have worked out. I have listened to a podcast. I have written in my journal. I have done red light therapy. I have taken some supplements. I have done my skincare, huge. I have taken care of my, makeup if I'm gonna do anything like that. And then I've just taken my time. That's a lot for a habit stack, right? But that's what gets me going. And that's something that is a non-negotiable for me. I don't know what your non-negotiables are, girls, but if you are a special needs parent, you need to have something that's yours. Something that is just for you, that it makes you feel sane. It makes you feel like everything works. And for me, that's habit stacking, especially in the mornings. Now, I do have a habit stack routine for the afternoon, for the evening, but that's just gonna be in another video because honestly, this video was a lot. And fun fact, I'm gonna show you guys something. Fun fact, I do not use pillows. No, I don't use pillows at all. Our bed frame is this way, but we sleep in a day bed style situation. We like to sleep diagonal, and as you can see, there's like a lot of pillows. I used to be a neat freak really badly, and I used to like stiff arm my bed sheets like the military. If you are a special needs parent, you know that the moment they come home from school, they are taking off everything, okay? You guys know, as soon as your kid comes home from school, their wardrobe just disappears. You're literally running behind them, grabbing all their clothes because they will run straight to the bed naked. So my girl, she has a special pillow. She has her own pillow in my bed. And because she messes up my bed all the time because she swears it's hers, I kind of leave it, I leave a little blanket here so that a free blanket that she can just kind of go like that. And she's fine. But we do have silk pillows. Whenever I do decide to use a pillow, it has to be with silk pillowcases for my hair. And yeah, like this is how I roll. This is how we do things in the house. Of course, I like to sleep towards the edge because I do not like to wake anyone up, especially my Ralphies, because my daughter and my husband are both named Ralphie. If you found any of this remotely interesting or something that you're gonna try, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments where you're gonna give a shot at. Because for me, this works, and I can't tell you how many times I feel accomplished, especially as an autism mama. Sometimes the days, not even sometimes, no 2 days are the same. So for me to have a little bit of structure and routine and a constant in my life for myself, it reminds me that I'm okay, I'm doing my best, and to give myself grace, because you always have to give yourself room for chaos. Yeah, that was corny, I know, but I don't care because it's the truth. So that is it, y'all. Do not forget to habit stack this week. If you've never done it, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to try. I am with you all the way with that. If you need any help, or if you just, you know, comment what you're gonna habit stack. I would love to see what you girls are thinking about doing and what you take from this video. My autism mamas, my special needs parents, let me know what works for you, or just give me some tips and tricks if you know of anything that you see that I may benefit from, okay? All right, guys. Love from New York City. I cannot wait to see you guys next week, Thursday. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you love this video and if you resonate with this video, share, 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 share. If you don't, leave it alone. There's so much negativity out there. Don't bring that over here, okay? We're love and light over here. See you guys next week. Love you guys.